want to briefly share an interesting dream I had a couple of nights ago. I dreamt of some angels, but they were in human form. And this is quite weird because I felt like I was on another dimension. I didn't feel like I was here on earth. I didn't feel that it was a regular dream or a regular vision. I felt that I was in another place, another dimension that looks like or favors earth. Now, in this dream or vision, it was quite quick, but it had so much information in it. I dreamt that my oldest son was young. He was little. He was probably around, the child looked to be about maybe 8 or 9 years old. I knew it was my son, but it didn't look like my son when he was young or that age. And the young boy, or my son, was disobedient. He didn't agree with something I told him to do, and he rebelled. And I put him in check. But then the dream switched, and I was talking to these men that were in this raggedy pickup truck. They were black men in a raggedy pickup truck, and I was talking to them about what I was dealing with my son. The strange thing about that is I felt that these men were angelic beings. I felt that in the dream. That was the connection or the energy I got from these men that was sitting in the pickup truck. The one guy that was in the driver's seat said to me, "We tear things apart and you put them back together." And from that point, I woke up. But he looked at me, he had his arm on the door, and he said, "We tear things apart." In other words, we destroy things and you put them back together. And in that dream, I understood what he was saying to me. What he was saying to me is, life is nothing but a test to see how we handle it. The test that we deal with on a daily basis, how we handle or the choices that we make, determines if we pass or fail that test. Do we make things happen in our lives? There's too many people that claim to trust and believe in the Most High. They trust so much in God that they lose sight of their own abilities. They stop taking care of themselves. They stop fighting for what they want in life. They become spiritually lazy. But there are times that God creates situations where it's up to us what the result or what the end is going to be. There's songs that they sing in church that say, "I believe I'll run on to see what the end is going to be." Well, the Most High has given us the power to create our tomorrow, our future. Our tomorrow and our future determines on the choices and decisions that we do today. So when that angel said to me, "We tear things apart," he was telling me that it's your responsibility to make things right, to put your house in order. But there's too many people that trust in God to do the work for them. Now, there's a scripture in the Bible that also came to my mind after I woke up from that vision. And the scripture is taken from Matthew 10:35, where it reads, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." And there's another verse that says, "Your foes will be those of your own house and among your own kinfolks." Your foes or your enemies will be those of your own house and among your own kinfolks. That's not saying that you turn your back on your family in the name of religion or in the name of Christ. He's come to set families at odds with each other, to test you, to see if you're going to allow that family to remain divided, or if you're going to exercise your godly given gifts to make peace in your own home. So again, like the angel said to me in the vision, we tear things apart and you put them back together. In other words, we destroy it. We will create a situation to test to see how you handle that situation. We tear things apart. It's like taking a puzzle and you tear the puzzle apart, scramble all the pieces, and then you tell your child, put that together. Well, that's the same way, or the same type of message that this angel was sharing with me. We destroy things, we tear things apart, and you put them together. Life is a test to see how we handle it. Feedback, tell me what you think. Till next time. Peace.